Hi there, Capricorn. This is your 3 cards for the month of July. So when we're in the month of July, end of June, July, we're in the month of Cancer, and Cancer is your opposite sign. So in astrology, that talks about your relationship house, the house of marriage, partnerships, or open enemies. So it could be putting a lot of emphasis on your relationships and partnerships this month. It's also because it's your opposite sign. Sometimes it's your low time of year. So even though it's summer, you might find like you have lower energy than you do in other times of the year. But maybe not. All depends on your particular chart. So we're going to mix them up and see what's coming. We've got those big retrogrades coming. If you didn't check your video for last month, you might want to go back and do that. Check Capricorn for June, where I explain much more of the retrograde planets. I'm also going to be doing my radio show on July 1st at 8 p.m. Eastern. I'm going to do a whole radio show on these retrogrades and what they mean and how to handle them. So there you go. Just imagine this beautiful sage all around you, cleansing and clearing anything in, on, or around you, no longer for your highest good. Take it all to the light. And I'm going to ask you also to set an intention or a goal, make a wish, make a prayer, something you would like to see for yourself or in the world or for someone you love for the month of July. We'll set the intention, we'll manifest it, and so it is. There we go. All right, let's take a look at your cards. So your first card here is the 7 of Cups. The next card here is the 3 of Cups. And the last card is the Princess of Wands. Okay. So the 7 of Cups is not a nice card, so we might as well just talk about it. The 7 of Cups says debauchery. Lovely, huh? As you can see, the water is turned to a swamp, and it's all sort of goopy and gloopy. So water is the element of emotion here. If this is a physical thing, you could imagine what's happening if the water in your body looks like this. So that's why sometimes this card is not pleasant. If there is anything health-wise, anything to do with the fluids in the body, this could be some sort of infection. You know, this can be sometimes STDs, to be honest with you, this card. But hopefully it's not that for you, Capricorn. But sometimes it shows up for that stuff. You can sort of even see the formation that almost looks like a uterus in there, in my opinion. Anyway, what also it means, though, emotionally, is the emotions are sort of becoming too swampy and stagnant, which means you have not expressed what's buried inside for too long. And when your emotions fester inside, then it can create all kinds of things. So this card also sometimes talks about, emotional or psychological abuse. Sometimes with this card, sometimes towards yourself as well. And sometimes it's also just that you've just suppressed so many things that you feel for too long. And they're morphing, they're turning into a monster inside. But the good news, okay, the good news is that you've got the 3 of Cups here as your next card, and that is like a perfect fountain. So as you can see, those cups are abundant, they're clear, they're flowing, the water's clean. This is what you're going towards. So you go from a 7 to a 3, so that would say simplify and remove some things from your life, and you will find that it starts to flow better and you're cleaning the waters. Also, this would suggest it's Mercury in Cancer. Express yourself, express how you feel. don't bottle things in so much anymore. Write them down or talk to somebody. If something's building up and bothering you, talk to them. And then the nicest part is what you're going towards is the Princess of Wands, who is very spontaneous, very ballsy. She'll just do and say and go for it and take risks. She's more worried about her freedom, and she's more concerned about her creativity and her goals and her plans than she is, mulling things over in her mind. So what's happening this month then is if you're willing to take a look at what has been building up and stagnating, and you're willing to do something about it, you're just going to start to clear the air, and you're going to start to feel more creative and more alive and lighter. And if it is a physical issue for you, it also would say you got to get moving. You need some fire, you need some activity. You need to clean those waters. Like literally, maybe you need more water, or you need to flush something out of your system. But it's showing improvement. Things are looking up. Last month's reading was really good for Capricorn. So sometimes we're in a really good period, and this can talk about really old baggage, and it's old memories coming up to be cleared. Sometimes it's just that. It's not anything in your current circumstances. It's just whenever we're doing well, all of a sudden there's room for something deeper to come up that wants to be healed, and it's like an ever unfolding onion. It never stops. So if it's that and it's a healing moment, just allow the old memories to come through you and purge them and tell somebody and heal. I think it's going to be a very good month for you. So if you would like a longer personal reading with me, I read online, so it would be just like talking to me here on Zoom. And I record the video and send it to you. And otherwise, you could reach me at river-rain.com or Clairvoyant Medium Catherine Allen on Facebook or social media. So I wish you a wonderful month.